Hurricane Sandy's impact on New Jersey was certainly significant. However, most of South Jersey, from Long Beach Island to Cape May, were spared the brunt of the massive damage. That's why area leaders and businesses are shouting as loud as they can that the shore is open, and they aren't exaggerating. A trip throughout South Jersey will reveal very little damage. In fact, most people won't even be able to tell the monstrous storm ripped through here at all. But some misconceptions exist, starting with the boardwalk in Atlantic City, thanks to televised reports that it sunk in the ocean. That was partially true. The part of the Atlantic City boardwalk that collapsed was a stretch that had been unusable for years. The main part of the boardwalk that stretches from the casinos through Ventnor remains unscathed.
We know for a fact that people's perceptions about the damage in Atlantic City and in the South Jersey coastline is greater than the reality.
Well, first of all, Hurricane Sandy didn't affect Lucy. She's still here.
You might not recognize it, but after 27 inches of water in Sandy, we have totally renovated everything from the floor to the ceiling.
Like Sea City, Cape May County fared very well during the storm. And as I stated, our friends in Monmouth and Ocean County took the brunt of this superstorm Sandy. Although there's damage in some of the communities, it's not anything near of what has happened north of us.
We know that a quarter of the country's population still believes, because of erroneous news reports, that they think that the famed Atlantic City boardwalk has been washed away to sea. And as you can see, we're standing on the most beautiful boardwalk in New Jersey. And so we need to continually tell people that Atlantic City is here. Our neighbors have beaches and boardwalks and storefronts which are open and ready for business. We also know that through research, and we do national studies, that 1/3 of the population base living within a 5-hour drive of Atlantic City believe that the boardwalk might still be damaged. And so, of course, together, through all the New Jersey shore towns, we need to let people know that we're ready for the season and we're ready for people to come. Atlantic City did get hit in Hurricane Sandy, but luckily it was not as bad as the other shore towns, our neighbor towns. So our residential neighborhoods certainly got walloped. But because of the dunes, because of the structures of the casinos, and because of some luck from Mother Nature, Atlantic City was spared the brunt of the storm.
All of the Atlantic City casinos, shopping areas, restaurants, and landmarks are back in business. In fact, most were open within a week of the storm, with only a few suffering major damage that was rebuilt in the off-season.
There's much more that's opening than there is that's been closed. And so you'll see here just at the Tropicana Casino Resort itself, 5 new restaurants at least are opening up for this spring and summer. Steel Pier is introducing 8 more rides. So for Atlantic City, our story is a little bit different. More is open than is closed.
All of the amusement piers are open from Ocean City to Wildwood. All of the boardwalks are intact. The beaches are big, and restaurants are ready to serve the masses.
It was a difficult winter, and we certainly didn't want to spend it renovating the restaurant, but we are excited to be back, and we will be open Mother's Day weekend and ready for a fabulous season.
In Cape May County, residents and businesses were fortunate that the damage was limited to flooding. Since the storm hit in late October, most attractions were already tucked away for the winter and were spared closing their doors on the summer crowds while they repair and renovate.
We had many volunteers that took time out of their busy schedules to come down and help us remove debris and get it ready for Public Works to pick up. There was great cooperation not only amongst our residents, but our second homeowners and our city employees. That was huge because right after the storm, of course, we had a lot of flood damage and we had a lot of debris in the streets and on public properties. And the volunteers that came down helped to clean it up, helped us to get ready for a good weekend, which we had shortly after the hurricane hit us. 100% of the shore businesses will be open in Cape May County. I recently came back from a trip to Florida, and I was asked, are you going to be ready for the summer? Is the Atlantic City Boardwalk going to be ready for the summer? The misconception was that everyone saw that roller coaster from Seaside Heights and thought it was 127 miles of oceanfront here in New Jersey. My prediction is that we're going to have a banner season. I believe many people are going to be coming to the Jersey Shore, and people that have never vacationed here are going to come to the Jersey Shore because many of the communities, including Sea City, have upped their advertising in places where they haven't advertised in the past. And many people are going to be coming to learn about the Jersey Shore and Sea City.
Ocean County wasn't as lucky, but it has rebounded tremendously. The Holgate section of Long Beach Township was rumored to have washed away, but it's still intact and now open to visitors. Unfortunately, the Long Beach Island Trailer Park is a landmark that was completely destroyed by the storm, and expenses won't cover its recovery. Fantasy Island Amusement Park survived the storm and is back open for business, as is the popular The Chicken or the Egg restaurant and the Barnegat Lighthouse. And you won't even have trouble getting to LBI because the Route 72 causeway is in working order too. Beaches have been replenished, restaurants and shops have been renovated, and the 18-mile island is open for business.
Lucy's been on this site since 1970, but she was born in 1881, 2 blocks away. Moved here on July 20th, 1970. And that's where this is her home now, which is a very good thing. We had some significant damage to the site, mostly at our Beach Grill restaurant. Some minor damage to the monument itself, and then a little bit more severe damage to the gift shop building. Both the gift shop and the monument have been completely restored, and we're doing the repairs to the gift shop now. The rebuilding process has been a nightmare. My job now is full-time fighting with insurance companies. That's all I do, is fight with insurance companies. My real job of marketing Lucy is on hold because I fight with insurance companies every day of the week. I think the community at large throughout the state of New Jersey and in New York have been extraordinary in the face of this disaster. I think people have come together to prove that New Jerseyans and Americans rally together in the face of disaster and support each other. I think it's been very, very heartwarming. I know for us personally, in the days after the storm, we just put a very simple posting on Lucy's Facebook page that we were looking for volunteers to come and help clean up the site, which was full of debris. We had an army show up. People as far away as Maryland that we don't even know drove here with buckets and shovels just to help Lucy come back to life. It was an amazing display of human kindness.
The bottom line, the South Jersey Shore is open for business, and it should be one of the busiest summer tourism seasons in a very long time.